All right, our ranked matchup of the weeknight slate, we have number 24, Illinois, at number 22, Nebraska. The Huskers are 7.5-point home favorites, and the over-under sits at just 43 points. It kicks off 8 p.m. Eastern Friday night on Fox. Illinois, it took some midweek action, actually, down from plus 8.5 at open. Of course, it's a low total game. That, of course, leads to picking the underdog. I get it there. Pretty sound movement. Now, Nebraska halted a 3-game losing streak to Illinois last year, and they held Illinois to 21 yards on 19 carries on the ground. 1.1 per carry if you're doing the math there at home. With the slow total, it's a result of a lot of things, of course. I mean, you can just look at the logos and say, well, yeah, these are defense-oriented, run-oriented teams, and you'd be correct. But they have a middling pace of play, and they have been fairly run-oriented, both over 55% so far on the year. Nebraska has successfully run the ball. They're 13th in rush EPA. Illinois, less so. They're 91st in rushing EPA, 3.4 yards per carry, as a team against FBS foes. And we're talking Kansas and Central Michigan. Those aren't exactly the stoutest run defenses you're going to find here in the country, and certainly not as good as Nebraska's run defense. And that's kind of the focus here, right, is the impressive defenses. The one flaw that I see on the board is that Illinois, they have not defended the run very well, and I know they went up against Kansas, a very strong rushing attack. But look, they also went against Central Michigan, and the Chips outrushed Illinois. Illinois won 30-9, but they were outrushed. And Central Michigan is not a very good football team, and their running back is actually got banged up in that game. So I see these two teams very differently. I think there's a team here that I believe is really solid in Nebraska, and a team that kind of benefited from being ranked because they beat a ranked Kansas team before we kind of realized Kansas might not be very good, guys. So I don't know that Illinois is all that they are cracked up to be with a number. And I know it's early in the season. A lot of people take issue with early season rankings. I'm one of them. And I'm going to take advantage of the number being in front of Illinois here because I don't think they're as good as that ranking might say. So, even with the low total already, I can find 43.5 on the board here. Wednesday while we're recording, I'm taking under 43.5 points. I just don't think Illinois is going to be able to score here. I don't like taking the hook with Nebraska, especially going against that line movement, but I think that this game is going to look pretty close to the Colorado game, despite Illinois and Colorado being very different teams. Something ballpark like 28-7, 24-10, that kind of game. I'm not sure we're going to get out of the 30s here. Illinois, they're better on the line than Colorado, but the Buffs are really unable to do very much offensively with a vastly better quarterback and much better weapons. So, you can. I like saying this about these guys. You can always take these teams out of the Big Ten West. They've taken them out of the Big Ten West, but you'll never take the Big Ten West out of these teams. But hop on over to our Discord server where you can connect with over 4,000 sports betting fans, get live updates in our college football channel, and join a sharp and very active community, especially this year where in mid-September football is in full swing. And don't forget to subscribe to the Lines YouTube for weekly college football odds and betting videos all season long. And subscribe to us on your podcasting app of choice, be it Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, whatever you're using these days. And drop us a good review if you liked this breakdown here. But thank you so much, as always, for watching. I'm Brett Gibbons. We'll see you next time.